clash in London. Jan with the white pieces, Nihal with black, both known for their speed, and this is going to be so exciting. Jan Nepomniachtchi representing WR Chess on the top board, while Nihal is playing for the Ashdod Elite Chess Club. And a handshake here, 3 minutes plus 2 seconds increment, e4, and Nihal goes for the Sicilian. Wow, this is exciting. Pawn takes, knight takes, and we have the Sicilian Khan with a6. And Jan goes for the Maroczy bind with c4, queen comes out to c7, knight c3, and Nihal goes for a slightly lesser known approach with this b6, bishop b7, brings his knight out to f6, attacking the pawn on e4. You can defend it with f3, but you can also play queen d3. So a few options here for Jan on how he wants to defend, and he pauses a bit. Nihal has 3 minutes 8 seconds. Jan has 2 minutes 50 seconds. He goes queen d3. The knight comes out to c6, and generally you take the knight and then you try to expand in the center with f4. Looks very promising here. Let's see how Jan deals with this position. He plays bishop g5, an inaccuracy, because now you can take on d4, queen d4, play the bishop out, and Nihal finds it. Queen takes d4, and now bishop c5, kicking the queen away and bringing the queen in the center here, attacking the bishop and also the pawn in the center. So Nihal has this very nice opportunity and he finds it. Bishop c5. In order to keep this pawn defended, queen d3 is the only move. You could go back queen d2, but then you just lose the pawn. You can play for compensation, but of course, as Jan, he would not like this to happen. So you can see Nepo has slowed down a bit. He goes queen d3, and now queen e5. Excellent move by Nihal. He gives up his bishop. Queen takes f6 is the best, but Nihal, very creative, takes with the pawn, wants to use the open g file here. Rook comes to d1, threatening queen d7. Bishop defends the pawn. King h1 with the idea of f4 makes a lot of sense. He goes a3. He wanted to play b4. Nihal instantly stopped it with a5. King h1. He wants to push f4 now. Wow. Should Nihal go queen f4 and stop it? Should he let Jan play f4? That's the question. His dark squared bishop is an absolute beast on that diagonal. He goes rook g8 and goes back with his queen. Nihal is like, I believe in the power of my bishops. If I can get h5, h4, h3, that would be just amazing. Jan now down to 1 minute 50 seconds. Nihal has 2 minutes 36 seconds here. And Jan goes bishop h5. I love this move because he's putting pressure on f7. Black king is a bit stuck, you know. He can no longer castle short. Castling long is not at all safe, I would say. a4 played, clamping down the queenside structure. A good move by Nihal there. And Jan goes rook e1. He defends the e4 pawn. Maybe later he can try to put more pressure on a4 pawn as well. What's black going to do next? For Nihal, it's a bit complicated. His king is a bit weirdly placed. Also, pushing the pawns in the center is not an option. The rooks are standing here. But Nihal has some extra time on the clock. He has 2 minutes left, while Jan has 1 minute 38 seconds. He goes long castling and he's okay with giving up a pawn so that he can bring the other rook. So a very dangerous move. Knight b5. Jan jumps in. He's like, if you give me this bishop, I'll be very happy. Your a4 pawn will be weak, and so on. So Nihal cannot give up his bishop for the knight. So he has to move the queen. Queen b7, queen b8. These are the options here he has. And the time is slowly getting equalized. The pressure is mounting for sure. Nihal Sarin trying to be creative, trying to go long castling, but now his king is going to be put under too much pressure. Queen c2, queen a4 is definitely going to be an idea. He goes queen b8 and queen c2. Jan instantly attacks a4. Queen a8, defending a4. Also attacking this long diagonal. It's a multi-purpose move. Preparing f5 later to unleash on this long diagonal. Seems like a good idea. He plays f5 directly. Bishop comes back. And Jan is like, okay, I'm basically neutralizing your bishop. If I get your bishop on c6, your king is actually in big trouble. a4 is already hanging. Nihal now has a chance to pick up this pawn. But it's so dangerous. The rook is standing opposite the queen. If he moves, if he takes here, that would be bold. Very bold of Nihal. And he takes it with 40 seconds left on the clock. He takes on f4. Jan is like, okay, come on, there has to be something here. He goes knight a7 check. He wants to pick this up. King b7 would be a technical error because after takes, pawn takes, there would be a check, losing the queen here. So king b8 is the perfect move. He's attacking the knight here. Maybe there is e takes f5 in between move. But knight takes c6 looks very natural as a white move here. He takes it. Knight takes c6, pawn takes. Look at the times on the clock. Nepo has 1 minute 10 seconds. He's raced ahead while Nihal has only 35 seconds left. He takes on a4, threatening the c6 pawn. Here rook d3 is an insanely strong move. Attacking f3, and that would be really good. And Nepo would be in big trouble because rook d3, queen c6, rook takes f3. Rook takes f3, queen d2. These are the tactics. Nihal is trying to make it work. But look at his time. He's down to 14 seconds. He's not playing. This is what Nihal is good at. Keeping his calm under very low time. But can you play with such less time? 5, 4, 3. He goes rook d2. A blunder. e5 is very strong. But queen c6 also pretty good. Rook c8 played. And now queen b5 is important. He must keep the queen here. But he goes queen a4. That's a mistake. Bishop d6. Threatening here would be great. But Nihal had no time. He takes on b2. e5 is super strong. Unleashing the bishop with a check here. Can Jan find it? He has 54 seconds left. He finds it. e5 is on the board. Queen d4 played by Nihal. He hardly had any time to think. With 1 second he made this move. And now queen check. King c7. Another check. King comes to the d file. Takes the f7 pawn. Rook d1 is in the air. Rook c7. Nihal plays it. He's up to 6 seconds. Can he survive here? His position terrible. His king super weak. But then in blitz we have seen miracles happening. Queen f5. King comes up. Nihal trying to build up some time on the clock, but he's lost almost all his pawns. His position is quite bad. Rook d2. Queen c6 check. And Jan is doing it well here. Somewhere e6 would be very powerful. He goes check. King comes up to c7. Queen b7 check. And now he's found it. e6. Rook e6 taken here by Nihal. Queen b7 check. And he is losing the rook here. And Jan wins it. Nihal has to resign. What a game this was. Nihal Sarin had built up a good time lead. But in the end, Jan Nepomniachtchi managed to outwit him. There was a key moment in the game where Nihal could have had his chances, but he missed it. And in the end, his king got checkmated. Let's have a look at that critical